Thank you, Dr. Pallavi, so much for wonderful and very informative session. In fact, I came to know about the lipstick shades, how important they are when we choose them, and the various remedies about hair and skin care. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving to the another session, which is from another doctor with us today. So, this is an easy ways to
अभी
boost.
immunity के ऊपर आ रहा है.
Can you please mute yourself? Okay, so this is by Dr. Yatri Thakkar. She is a homeopathic physician, stress counselor, and pregnancy to parenting expert. She is the founder of Baby and Me program and Homeopathic Healing Center. She has written various health-related articles that were published in Bombay Times, Femina, DNA newspaper, Mother and Baby magazine. She has been invited as a panelist on accomplished platforms like Mother and Baby magazine, Moms Award, etc. She has received awards for her work, namely 2019 V Award for Excellency in Homeopathy as an inspirational doctor, Entrepreneur of the Year with She Power Network 2019, Mental Health Expert TLSA 2019. Recently, she got India's Care Hero by Baby Chakra. So today, she will be sharing various simple ways to take care of your health along with your busy schedule through the topic easy ways to boost your immunity. Over to you, Dr. Yatri. I will be making you host now, and you can share your screen.
Thanks, Chetali, for this wonderful introduction. And hi to everyone. Thanks for showing your interest to join us. And we are going to discuss a very important topic, which is the need of the hour. I hope the screen is visible from my end. Yeah, it is. Start. Okay. All right. So I will be more than happy to make it like an interactive session. And while I'm talking about it, if anybody has any question for the slide that we are going to talk, you can unmute yourself, show your face also, and ask me the question. So I'll be more than happy to help you all. So immunity, as I said, is the need of the hour, and everyone is talking about it. Thanks to the pandemic to show us its importance. But a lot of us have a lot of queries in our mind. What is this immunity? Why do we need to improve our immunity? How will it help us to fight against any bacteria, virus? And what do we do about it? So I thought about picking this interesting topic and sharing my expertise to you all. Okay. Can I request all of you to just come on video, if it's possible? I would request all to come on video, please. I know it's the time we also chill at home. We could look ourselves, but this, trust me, this session of mine is all about being ourselves. So please, I would request all of you to be yourself and show your faces. Can I take the names, if you don't mind, everyone who is there? Okay, Kavita, Saroj Khanna. Please show your faces. Rashmi. Thank you, girls. Shilpa, thank you. Archita, Saroj, yes, there you are. Who is SCHK? I'm so curious to know. Jyoti Nayak, Susanna. Lovely. Look at those smiles. Seema Malhotra. Pratiksha, there you are. Dr. Pallavi Rathi, it was a good session from you, Doc. I did hear a little bit, but it was quite informative. Great. I'm so happy to see all the smiley faces. There are few still hiding behind. And if you choose to show your face, that would be nice. Okay. As I said, a lot has been spoken about immunity, but what exactly is immunity? So immunity is our natural defense mechanism of our body to protect itself from any foreign body. Okay. Now that foreign body could be anything, a bacteria, a virus, it could be a substance, it could be any foreign body, and its natural mechanism of our body to protect itself. Okay. That itself is called immunity. Now, immunity can also, when I talk about medical definition, it is actually the ability of our body to resist and produce something called as antibodies, which fight against those foreign bodies or substances. Now, presently, because of the present scenario, we are seeing that the viruses and bacteria, especially the coronavirus, is attacking our body, and somehow our body is not being able to resist it. So its immunity is less, and therefore, because the coronavirus is such a strong virus, it could infect you if you do not take protection. But if your immunity is strong, you might just have a milder infection. So the coronavirus is coming in 3 ways: mild, medium, and severe. Mild is the one where the doctors are suggesting that maybe you can quarantine yourself 15 days and the cure is much better. Medium are the ones who definitely need hospitalization, and the severe, we know what the cases is happening. But this is about the coronavirus, but what about any other virus and bacteria? How does our body react? Okay, so the WBCs, or the fighter cells, okay, they produce these antibodies which goes and fights against the foreign bodies. So when a doctor asks you to do a blood test, you might see your WBC count goes higher. Now what is that? Our fighter cells are fighting out. That means fighter cells are produced double automatically by our body to remove the external attacks. Okay, so basically our immunity is of 4 types, or I would say 3 types. Okay, and first one is the innate immunity. What is innate? It is found in ourselves right from beginning, since the time we are born. Now where does it come from? So that antibodies, they actually come from mother's placenta. It's such a beautiful way the baby is connected with the mother's umbilicus cord in the womb. Yeah, and from there the antibodies are passed on to the baby, and they are taken care of. Okay, the next is, what is the other way is, now you also see this innate immunity coming through the breast milk, okay, of the mother. Therefore, a lot of mothers are asking me, my baby is just 6 months old, doc, what do we do about immunity? I say, just exclusively breastfeed them and they will be fine. Okay, so that's a natural antibody in our body, and that is inside us. So that is called the innate immunity we are born with. Next is adaptive immunity. Now what is that? This is the protection from pathogens developed as we go through our lives. Now what do I mean by that is, actually there are about more than 200 bacteria and virus in the air. So when you see your child is little, or when you were little, you would see that you had more chances of falling sick, right? Right? You had more chances of falling sick. So what is happening? That particular virus out of that 200 has affected you. You get cold, cough, fever. Your body's natural defense mechanism makes and fights out and improves the immunity and throws away that virus. Next time you will not get affected by that virus. So that is an acquired immunity. Okay, so luckily what happens is, every time, so say in case if you are affected by coronavirus, there are hardly any chances you'll be affected by it again, because your body's self-immunity has reached that high. And more better that we would naturally build our immunity. Okay, so that's how our immunity is built and how we fight it out, and that's called the adaptive immunity. Okay, the next is the passive immunity. Now passive is which is borrowed. Now for example, when you get cold, your cold is little sticky in the nose, correct? So that mucus actually wants that bacteria virus being stuck in that mucus, and then you throw it out through a running nose, isn't it? Haven't we seen that? We have seen in most of us, true? Okay, so that's our body's way. Now also another example I can give, naturally the stomach produces acid, right? Because of the balance. Again, Again, that's a natural body's mechanism. And we are blessed. Actually, our body is so beautifully made. It's just that we are not aware of how and what we are doing with our body. Okay. Other example I can give, when a foreign body goes into your eye, what happens? It starts watering, right? We have eyelashes to protect and throw it out. But our tears are also made of such antibodies that it doesn't allow foreign bodies to get in. That's a natural protective way. And this is what exactly we are looking. How can we build on this natural protective mechanism, which is built already in our body, to improve naturally? That's what we are going to talk about. And fourth, and the final way of immunization, types of immune system, is immunization. So therefore, we all are talking that let's wait for this vaccine to come, right? We all are waiting. Now, what is basically this immunization does? It takes a little bit a part of that attacking antigen, puts it into your body through the vaccine, and so our body starts producing its automatic immune system and fights it out. That's what immunization does. Am I clear so far? Anybody has any questions? Yes, anybody has any questions can unmute and ask. I would want it to be more of an interactive session rather than like a boring session. Okay. Okay, I think no questions. So I think you all have understood. I'm glad.
Can you explain passive immunity again?
Sure. So passive immunity, who's this? Who asked this?
Yeah, I'm Kavita.
Kavita Satyev, can I see your face? Yeah. Thank you. That's not the idea. Yeah, I would like to just hear. Okay. So passive immunity is basically where it is borrowed from another source but doesn't last indefinitely. For example, it passively attacks. Like how I gave you an example of, like how we have the eyelashes. It protects our eye from a foreign body getting in. But even more than eyelashes, your tears, which comes out, has some antibodies, which protects the eye even further. Okay. Even the stomach has lining of acid production. Why? Because it wants to maintain that balance between alkaline and acidity. So we've seen if you eat too much spicy, what happens? You get burning in your upper chest, right? Don't you do that? So that's a natural body mechanism of the stomach saying, okay, today I produce more of acid because I've eaten so spicy. So I'm feeling heartburn. Now do something. Okay. So our body is very intelligent and it actually tries and communicates with us. And we as individuals need to give that importance to our body and find that sense of connection between mind and body, because body always tries to speak. It will try and speak through signs and symptoms. That means what are signs and symptoms? Something abnormal that you feel than every day, like maybe weakness, like maybe, suddenly you'll perspire, the body is speaking. Or you might feel, oh, today I just want to rest. Sometimes you feel so energetic. So body is talking what it is feeling. But when that body comes out in the way of disease, it says, okay, I need more attention. Okay, so body is so intelligent. So that's one of the passive immunity. Okay, now the passive immunity can also be borrowed through certain kind of medicines and food, which I'll be talking. Okay, Kavita ji?
Yeah.
Great. So we'll move further. Okay, so our immunity means, building immunity means building the defense mechanism, and that can be achieved by working holistically. As I was trying to say, as by connecting mind and body together, we can achieve this fighting mechanism by building both mental and physical immunity. If you just concentrate on one of the immunity, it will not work. If you just concentrate on building physical immunity, maybe something will be incomplete and you'll not achieve a complete task of building your immunity. Or if you just concentrate on building your mental strength, but physically you're weak, we can't completely achieve the defense mechanism. And so we need to work holistically on our body. Okay. Now, before going on to each of it, I want you to just understand the sense of mind-body connection. Like, let me give you simple examples. Okay. Now, say before going for any important meeting or engagement, what do you feel? You feel a little bit like a butterfly in your stomach, don't we? Yeah. So that is what butterfly in your stomach is, that quincy feeling in your stomach, a bodily symptom because you're anxious in your mind. You see that connection? Let me give you one more simple example. When you think of your favorite food, yeah, nowadays we've restricted ourselves from going to restaurants, haven't we? So think of your favorite restaurant that you want to go and eating your favorite food. What happens? You start salivating, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is your mind saying, this is my favorite thing, and your body saying, okay, yeah, I'm salivating. Okay, so the mind-body connection is intelligent enough, and it could be in a positive reinforcement way and a negative reinforcement way. Now, let me say, what does it mean? Like say, if you suddenly have an accident, what happens? You're driving and suddenly like, boom, what happens? Your heart rate, thak, 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 right? It's not a major accident, slight. You will start perspiring. You will think 100 things. What is it doing? Thinking is mind, 100 things. Fear, mind. Physical symptoms, heart rate. Your heart will start beating, perspiring. Yeah, you see the connection? Yeah. And what is your mind-body connection saying? Just be cautious, dude. You are saved. Doesn't it say that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you one more like very nice and easy example. You know, when we enter a room full of strangers, yeah, we all have done, or maybe we all Mumbaikas have traveled by local train, haven't we? I know there might be a lot who might be out of Mumbai here. Are there any? Chaitali, are there any who are out of Mumbai here?
We have many of them. We have people from Punjab, Delhi, Bangalore.
Oh, lovely. So guys, you must experience the Mumbai local train once. The normal Mumbai local trains. But what happens is when you enter that local train and you are around strangers, you know, somehow you will know that this is the person you feel like talking to and this is the person you don't want to talk to. Haven't we all felt that? Again, your body is intelligent enough to find that connection. Now, so once we have understood how important is this mind-body connection, okay, let's understand how we are going to work holistically. Okay, so the first way of working is building your physical immunity. And we all know the most important and the foremost thing which I insist on is getting adequate sleep. You know, we have noticed that maybe like due to excitement, maybe a program or maybe your exams or whatever, and if you slept less for less time, what happens? The next day you have body ache. You don't feel good. Again, the body is saying, I need rest. Give me some rest. Yeah. So adequate sleep is the most important thing, because when you go to sleep, there are certain chemicals which are released, which gives rest to each and every, not only to your mind, but also to your body. Each and every organ of your body starts functioning double while you are asleep. And it is required to go back to its normal function. Okay. So at least I would recommend 6 to 7 hours of good, refreshing sleep. Now, in case if anyone has a problem here with sleep, a few tips from my end is, you know, maybe take a warm water bath before going to sleep. Aromatherapy really helps. You know, few drops of nice aroma, drops below your pillow can help. Reading a good book or having good thoughts just before going to sleep can bring a good sleep, refreshing sleep. One tip from my side, and which I've been noticing, all of us are going for the present situation. What happens is there is too much information about what's happening. Every day there's a change, right? Maybe like China issue, and we're seeing every day some earthquake somewhere today, or cyclone. Yeah, Corona, big news. We are getting big changes in our lives, and that plays in our mind and doesn't allow us to sleep, isn't it? Yeah. So what can we do about it if that is causing a problem for your sleep? What you can do is see to it that 1 hour before sleeping, you keep your gadgets away. So information is good, but too much of information and bombardment is not good for your mind and body, both as well. Okay. So I would recommend keep your gadgets 1 hour, at least definitely half an hour before going to sleep. In fact, don't even plug in your phones to charge besides your bed. One, of course, the UV rays are very bad for your body. For children, for us, all of us. Second, if it's besides us, we get tempted. As soon as we sleep, first thing or the last thing we see is the Insta or the Facebook, and the first thing we wake up and see that. Or we are all the time into bombardment of information. And so while sleeping, what happens? Our subconscious mind is awake, and the same information, it keeps on rotating in our minds, and we do not get fresh sleep. So try doing this. Just keep your gadgets away half an hour to 1 hour before going to sleep. So even in the morning when you wake up, okay, there are some patients who ask me, doc, but it works like my alarm. And I say, well, you can get that normal alarm like the olden days type. Why would you want to be so addicted to that gadget? Yeah. So these are a few of my tips. Next, how do you build your physical immunity? Okay. The next important way of building your immunity is by having superfoods. I call them superfoods because they have this antioxidant property which naturally goes into your body and start producing the antibodies which will help us to fight. Okay. And which are these superfoods? Okay. One, ginger. You know, apni Indian adrak wali chai actually is the best. It has adrak, it has, green tea leaves, but not doing overdose of that. Some pepper. So that chai, isliye, when you wake up in the morning, have that sip of tea, don't you feel refreshed? Because it has the superfood. So ginger has a lot of qualities. You must have seen small children having cold cough. You give them little ginger juice, 1-2 drops, they will feel much better. So ginger is one of the great superfood. Second that I would insist is amla. Now, why amla? Because amla is so rich in so many, multi fiber vitamins and oxidants, antioxidants, and vitamin C, that it helps not only for your beautiful skin, lovely hair, and your immunity, but overall it gives you that strength. So amla can be taken in various ways. Give kids Chyawanprash. You get amla candy available in the market in whatever form. If natural form of amla, great. If not, but at least in the way of amla candy or Chyawanprash. Okay, that will really help. The next superfood that I insist is tulsi. Now, if you see, whoever goes to temple, whenever we go to temple, we get this water that they give, holy water, Channamrit it's called. That's called actually, they put tulsi leaves in it. And that's been marinated in that water for a few hours. That is so rich in antioxidant that in little bit of having that 1 tablespoon works throughout the day. Okay? So tulsi, if you have a tulsi plant, putting the tulsi leaves in water and then actually making it potentized, that means say if 1 glass of water, you put 4 leaves of tulsi and bring it to half, that is reduction. Either you can have that, or nowadays in the market, there are tulsi drops available, potent tulsi drops. So just put 1-2 drops in your water and start your day with that. And you see how wonderfully your body's mechanism is improving. Okay. Another superfood is nuts. Yeah. So natural fat is good. We want to avoid artificial fat. Now, what I mean by natural fat which you get in nuts. Okay. Like pine nuts, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, cashew nuts. I can't emphasize enough how natural that oil which it has in it. It helps you to give that energy and boost your energy levels. Yeah. So that could be one of the superfood. Okay. Yes. So that's one of the superfood. Guys, any questions you can ask me. Okay. And okay, I don't see any questions so far. That's good. Okay, so the superfoods I will just, and finally, one more superfood which I want to talk about is turmeric. Okay, see, in olden days, our nani dadis used to say, if you get hurt, just apply little turmeric, because it has these properties. If you are bleeding, it can actually stop the bleeding. So it's recommended in the present, in the present pandemic, in case you've gone out, and if you think you've gone out for longer and there are people who have this virus and you are slightly in contact with them, come home and do gargling of lukewarm water, put a pinch of turmeric, pinch of salt and gargle. That itself helps for your sore throat, and it has a lot of properties, healing properties. Okay, so that's one of my superfoods. Okay, next. To build physical immunity, one must avoid sugar. Okay, now it's known that sugar, if you take even 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of sugar, for the next 2 hours, your body's immune system drops by about 50%. So try and avoid white sugar completely. Instead, you can use natural sweeteners like honey, like khajur, dates, okay, instead of having white sugar. Next, physical immunity you can also build by exercise. True, we all know the importance of exercise. And why exercise? Because when you exercise, there are these good happy hormones and enzymes which are released, which makes you feel energetic. Your body also tones up. Yeah, you feel more energetic. And during this time, especially when you're sitting home, less you exercise, more you feel tired. So it's a way to bring in the energy. So exercise is one of the important ways. So these were about the physical immunity. Now, how do we gain the other aspect, an important aspect to bring this holistic healing called the mental immunity? Now, to build the mental immunity, there are 2 important key factors. And the important 2 key factors are, 1, we need to build on our mental strength. And second, on our introspection. You know, falling sick at this time is to do a lot with your mind, a lot. And we need to really focus on these 2 points. One is introspection and second is mental strength. How do you build the introspection? How do you, somebody has asked me, while I'm talking, I'm also going through the chat questions. If anybody has any more questions, you can either unmute yourself or chat also, yeah? So HK is this COVID scenario, are you providing facilities which are medicated and safe? Yes, so HK, I will come to that I am providing by the end of this session. I will be telling you what kind of medical services I am providing in this present scenario. And I can surely help you with that. So Kavita is asking, is sugar good for small kids? Kavita, children, the lesser the sugar you give, better for them. It really, it really decreases the immunity. If you give a bar of chocolate to a small kid, suddenly you will see they'll become hyperactive. So that's what has happened. It's sugar overload in them, and it really doesn't help. In fact, it is we parents who give the taste of sugar and salt to a child. Till the age of 1, if you do not put slightest salt or slightest sugar in your food, it doesn't matter. Your body will naturally build, certain ways of building the sodium or the sugar required for the body. So you do not need to give to the small children. Right from beginning, give them replacement of white sugar like honey and khajur. Yeah, so that can really help. Okay. All right. So yeah, so we were talking about the 2 key aspects that we need to focus on. One is introspection and second is mental strength. And here I'm going to talk about how will you build this mental strength and what is this mental strength. So we all go through stress. And in stress, our body and mind produces a lot of symptoms. Yeah. So for example, if you're stuck in traffic jam, what happens? We get irritated. We might just shout, or we feel dull. We feel anxious, or physically you will start perspiring, headache. You will feel acidic. You might feel sleepy. So those are the symptoms of stress, because there is some kind of stressor or something which is not allowing you to feel at ease. That is the stressor. So when that continuous stressor is there, something which doesn't allow you to be at ease for a longer time, you start having mental symptoms. And if that also goes for a still longer time, you can have symptoms like depression, anxiety, OCDs, which needs to be treated by a professional expert. Okay, so before going into that, there are loads of ways to protect ourselves. And the most important to deal with your stress is your attitude. What kind of attitude do you have towards that particular situation? Like the example I gave of traffic jam. If you have an attitude that I know Mumbai is full of traffic. I could have left 1 hour earlier. You change the whole mental strength. So it is up to you whether you have a positive attitude towards a situation or a negative attitude towards situation. It is completely up to you. And if you start with a good, um, somebody has asked a question, I'll go to you, Archita. Let me just finish and get the flow of this, yeah? And in case if you have specific question related to the slide I'm talking to, you can unmute yourself and ask me. No problem at all, okay? But the questions that you're putting in chat, I'll surely answer, but in the end, okay? Okay, so when you are having an attitude towards something, it matters a lot. The positive attitude will take you a long way, and it will help you to be committed to what you are looking at. So that's the second way to control your stress, is be committed to whatever you have taken it further. For example, say now, if you are going through a lot of fear, somebody was asking about, oh, I'm going through a lot of fear, what will happen? Something will happen to me. Now, such a person, number one, need to change their attitude. What is attitude in that sense? If they have a lot of negative thoughts, immediately tap yourself. That means bring yourself in the present situation, which is called mindfulness, and saying, I want to change this negative thought into positive thought. You change that negative thought into positive thought just by verbal talking or changing that whole thing into an affirmation. Like, I am not feeling good. I am feeling good. I do not like myself. I love myself. I don't like the situation presently which is happening. What will happen to me? I am in the present situation. I don't know anything about the past and the future, so I can handle this present. You see, I'm actually taking the statement and transforming it into affirmative, thus making a positive attitude. Now, when you do that, it's necessary to be committed to the tool or technique that you are utilizing at that time. If you are not committed enough, it might help you temporarily at that time. But if you are looking for a longer change, it won't give you a longer change. You have to be committed to whatever you begin with, whatever positive you begin with. And this is true for all aspects of our life, including, say, if you want to start a business, so many entrepreneurs are here. And we have to thank Chaitali for bringing all of us together under one platform. But imagine if you're not committed towards your business and work, you think you would have reached at this stage? No. Same goes for your physical and mental strength or physical and mental treatment. Be committed to whatever you undertake for your mind and body. So commitment is so important. It is said if you want to bring a transformation in your life, be committed to that single thing for 21 days, believing in yourself, and you will see a magical change. All books, all spiritual leaders, everybody will talk about this. Something changes in those 21 days. And what is that change? Commitment. Be committed to bringing change. Okay? Next, accept the situation. Now, what I mean by that, if any major incidents happens in our life, we all react to it in different ways. Okay? And therefore, the way our immunity works for each one of us is also different. Okay? So what is it? How does a human mind react to a certain situation? So for example, in case if there is a death in a family and the person who died has 5 sons, each person would react to their father's death in different ways. What would it be? One way we react is something called as, negative or anxiety. That means we would think, oh, we wouldn't accept that. We say, oh, it's not happened. This has not happened in life. Okay? So we keep on not accepting and in fact challenging or taking it for granted that situation. That's one way we react to it. Okay? The next way we might react to it is maybe going into shock. Okay? And what is it that we would, if we go into shock, how would we react? You don't accept it. Again, you will not accept it. And how would you do? Maybe the second son would just get very angry. We get angry at that situation, it's not possible, or would just shout and scream. It's their way of reacting to a certain big situation in life. The third way that we all might react to it would feel depressed. That means we feel we are worthless, we are not good for anything, we feel low, we feel depressed. The fourth way to reacting to a certain situation is by accepting it. So if we really accept something, it brings a lot of change. We all have somehow, the first time our Prime Minister announced about the lockdown, 21 days sitting at home, what was our all reaction? We were like, oh, it's just not possible. It's not possible, isn't it? But, sorry, somebody is asking something. So finally, we accepted the situation now after 2.5, 3 months. We all started accepting the situation, and now we can move further. Okay? Now, other ways of building your mental immunity is by practicing gratitude. Just wake up every morning. So start your day with 5 things you're thankful for. 5 different things. Yeah, and those could be your parents, your family. I would say the situation itself, it has helped us to really slow down and introspect within ourselves. Or maybe a non-living thing like, oh, I thank my bed for giving me this good sleep. When we bring that thankingness or gratitude within us, it brings in a lot of changes of humbleness, calmness, and we forget what is really bothering. So please practice gratitude. There are times we forget all the thankful things happening at the same time in our lives. We take it for granted. And then still it keeps on bothering us because we keep on expecting too much and not being in gratitude. So practice and it will bring a lot of shift and change in you. The last thing that you could do to build your mental immunity is breathing exercise. Yeah. Do anyone want to do a meditation or breathing exercise with me? More than happy to do it. Is anyone keen? Then I can do it, or I will just explain what kind of breathing.
We can have the meditation session.
Chaitali, can we have the meditation?
Yes.
But for that, I would want everyone to just show their faces. Otherwise, this meditation doesn't work. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you want to do the meditation, or at least show your faces. Geeta, thank you.
Gandhi.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, let's, who else is there? Guys, please show your faces. It will really, really help. It's a wonderful meditation that I want to do with all. And it will really help you to bring ease in the present situation. Thank you so much. Great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, why breathing exercise? Quickly, I'll tell you the importance before we get into the actual, meditation is, when you concentrate on your breath, that's the one giving you life. And when your oxygen supply improves, the antioxidant property also improves. At the same time, while breathing, you kind of, for that spurt of a moment, become thoughtless. So when you're without thoughts, it really improves, helps you to improve as an individual in all aspects and bring a lot of ease, joy in your life. Okay? So it's so important to practice this breathing exercise every day. It really calms you down. Okay, just close your eyes, your feet on the floor, palms facing upwards. Yeah, just calm down. Awesome. Close your eyes, please. Take a deep breath in and release it. Take another deep breath in and release it. This time we'll take a deep breath in and say Om together while releasing the breath. Okay? Take a deep breath in. Om. Let's do it once more. We'll take a deep breath in and we'll say Om together while releasing. Take a deep breath in. Let's do a last time with the big smile on our face and wholeheartedly take a deep breath in. Just concentrate on your breath, going in and out. Let go any thought coming your way right now and just concentrate on your breath. Now, visualize a beautiful scene in nature. Could be mountains, by the river, on the beach, somewhere which is most peaceful to you. In the forest, around the trees. Start connecting to the nature. Experience here and now. Acknowledge the air, the smell, the touch, the wind, the sound around you. Experience how Mother Earth unconditionally is accepting you for what you are. Feel loved, feel accepted, feel wanted, and feel complete. Thanking Mother Earth for unconditionally loving us and providing us for all our needs and wants. Just pull all that energy of peacefulness and serenity around and bring it to this present moment. as and when, with peacefulness in your mind and heart, you feel complete, slowly and steadily, smilingly open your eyes. Lovely, lovely. Wasn't it beautiful, guys? Yes? So actually, Mother Earth this is what she's giving us. She gives us everything that we ask for, right from protection, money, wealth, home, medicines, everything comes from her. We just need to be thankful to her. Yeah. So this is what the power of breathing exercise and meditation is. Now, finally, to bring all together, I would want to emphasize enough on the power of homeopathy, because it actually not only builds your immunity but also improves the energy level. It does the work of what antibodies is doing to the foreign substances. So I have curated my own homeopathy immunity kits, which I am couriering all over Mumbai. More than 200 kits I've given. Now, what does these kits do? They are for, depending on the age, on the exposure that you have outside, these kits are made, and people have given me very good reviews. So with this, I also give a diet chart which helps totally to improve your immunity. If anybody is keen, you're more than welcome. You can come get in touch with me. Yeah. So I would want to thank my session. And in case if anybody has any queries, I will be more than happy to answer. So I would just want to quote this, and I love this quote from by Oprah. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. Okay? I hope you like my session.
So yeah, thank you, Dr. Yatri. We have a couple of questions we will take up.
Sure.
One question from Archita. She is asking, I keep hearing from people that whatever natural like the superfood or kada or homeopathy you take,
Yes.
it's not useful as it take 1 to 2 years to build physical immunity in body. Wait, before Dr. Yatri says anything, I would like to answer Archita. I have taken medicines from Dr. Yatri for immunity building, and believe me, they increase the energy levels as well. So it took, I think, it's a 15 days course, right, Dr. Yatri?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now over to you, Dr. Yatri, what you have to add on.
Yes, thanks Chetabi for your review. But actually it's a myth that homeopathy works very slowly. I would say homeopathy actually works very fast. And it depends on how long a person has been suffering. So beats cure. So usually what happens is patients come to a homeopath when they have a chronic disease, say they have suffered from arthritis from last 15 years. And then they expect it to be fine within 1 month. That can't happen. Right? So we have treated patients who have fever, cold, cough. Acute cases also can be treated within, you will see the change within 24 to 48 hours. Trust me, it's so fast. Okay. And for building immunity, let me answer that. So what happens is, there are certain medicines in homeopathy which works best during this pandemic. There are these general symptoms of corona which we have taken into consideration. Ayush, which is a government-based medical fraternity, they also have said how homeopathy is working. So whatever Ayush is recommended, apart from that, I've added my combinations, which is working like miracles for patients. Okay. I hope I've answered the question enough.
So there is a question from Poonam. She is asking, what substitute can we give to a child 6 years old? He doesn't eat curd without sugar.
Well, I think teaching a child is all about habit. It's all about being patient and perseverant with whatever we do. The first time you gave the food to your child, they didn't even know what salt, what sugar, right? The taste they didn't know. It was we as parents put that. So if your child is too insistent, you can be a smart parent. See, 6 years, maybe he's already got a habit. So maybe you can make like a yogurt full of fruits and put little honey. So it becomes like sweet. So start becoming a smart parent, you know, rather than.
I would like to add, Dr. Yatri, when I started giving outside, I mean, milk to my son when he was, when he was born, I had never given him sugar.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he's in habit of without having sugar, the milk without sugar.
Lovely. So same goes with my kids too. So they don't have sugar, but it's all about habit, you know. Okay, there's one more product that, you know, because I've given my kids, I've recommended to a lot of patients too, especially kids. They want some supplement with their milk as a little sweetener. So Sri Ravi Shankar's Ojas Vita, it's a product which has like it has flavors like chocolate and strawberry, but inside they have ashwagandhas and ginseng and good products. So maybe you can try that for your son and check it out. Yeah, so it has no sugar and yet it has good taste.
So we will take up one last question, that is from Ankita Thakkar. She is asking, Dr. Yatri, is homeopathic kits are best? Sorry, this is the answer. Someone had asked me, from where do we get it?
Where do we get homeopathy kits? Well, you can get in touch with me or Chetali. Chetali can share my number. And what I do is I dispense them and then we courier it to whatever your address is. And with that, we give all the instructions required.
Yeah, Mayuri Bhasin had asked this question. Mayuri, where do you stay, Mayuri? Mayuri Bhasin, where do you stay? You can unmute and say.
I think she's written Cuff Parade. Yes, we can easily courier it to Cuff Parade. No worries.
So that's all with Dr. Thank you so much. What a wonderful session. I mean, a lot of
you.
I think we had. This is the third session I think we have with Dr. Yatri, but definitely every time I learn something new from you.
Thank you,
So, ladies and gentlemen,
my pleasure.
before we close, let me tell you, I request you to join.
I think somebody has asked me if we can courier to Goregaon or somewhere. We can courier it all over Mumbai. So don't worry. Just take my contact number. Chetali also has it. I would just want to thank a few of my patients. I can see friends, family. Thank you so much for joining in. And Chetali is always like a rocking person. She's out there, you know, always being like giving us a back. And she provides the services so that everybody can learn from each other. So I would recommend that you can join her entrepreneur. You know, where we help each other to grow.
So next we will be having the next session with a different Zoom link. I've sent it to you. That is building mental resilience and importance of gut health post lockdown. So you must join that link as well. And yes, before we close this session, I would like to have our V photograph, the group photograph. Everybody, I would request, please switch on your video and let's have our V photograph.
Hi, Chetali.
I'm extremely happy that today a lot of new people have
Any
joined.
questions? I think somebody wants to ask a question. Thank you guys for your reviews. Thanks.
Somebody's asking, yeah.
Yes, somebody's asking.
Hi,
Yes,
Chetali. Would you be giving the recording for this one?
You will get all the recordings.
Thank you so much.
Yes, don't worry. Yeah. So can we have everyone on screen, please? Ready? So we all need to do W. This is the W. Okay, thank you so much. Within 5 minutes, I'll catch you with the other Zoom link and the upcoming programs. So please join again after 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Tanesh.